AM and 95.3 FM.
There we go. David in 35 seconds. Save play with the pin. Step back three is blocked by Hines. And the loose ball picked up by Davis. Big play by Hines as she blocked Williams' three.
Tiger 95 and 1340 KIJV are your home for Huron Tiger Sports.
Ball slapped away. Porish picks it up. He's got Elwine down the floor. Boom! The dunk for Elwine off the feed from Porish. Hines stays with it. Knight will just tip it into the middle. Yankton can't dig it out. The kill for Addie Knight and a big one.
Tiger 95 and 1340 KIJV.
Somebody will win. Somebody will lose on this play. 2-point conversion. Rugby formation. They do a shift to the left. Take the snap up the middle. Head down. He does not get there. Huron wins.
The Huron Tigers are brought to you by these First Team Sports backers.
The Huron Tigers are brought to you by Ryan's Hanger Restaurant at the Crossroads in downtown Huron, the South Dakota Attorney General Office, American Bank and Trust, Huron Regional Medical Center, right care, right here, Huron Eye Clinic, eye exams and full-service optical, Gary Zell Auto Glass, glass and windshield repair and replacement. The Tigers are also brought to you by Seven Sons Heating and Air in Huron, The Scoreboard, 3rd Street, downtown Huron, Farmers Union Insurance of Huron, Blaine Anderson, Dakota Land Feeds, TB Sports, of course, downtown Huron, Godfather's Pizza, chicken and pizza buffet 7 days a week, and Slumberland Furniture of Huron. The Tigers are also brought to you by Wilbur Ellis, Ideas to Grow With, Signature Plus, get your Tiger gear, Brian Davidson State Farm Insurance, Car Chiropractic Clinic in Huron, Pro Clean Plus, cleaning and janitorial supplies, Dairy Queen in Huron, what's your favorite blizzard? Dakota Provisions and Wishbone Market, locally grown and processed, and the Norby Center for Recreation.
Here's two-time South Dakota Sportscaster of the Year and the voice of the Huron Tigers, Jeff Duffy.
Welcome and good evening. We're in Sioux Falls tonight. It's Huron Tigers, Roosevelt Rough Riders with high school basketball home and away. The girls here in Roosevelt on the west side of 41st Street. And, of course, the boys game going on at the arena. Girls here on Tiger 95 and the boys over on KOKK. The second of 4 times that were split in 2 different sites on the same night. Now, our stream here for the girls is going to be our Huron SD Radio Sports. The live stream for the boys game will be Huron SD Area Sports. So we'll have both streams going tonight. And it's the Rough Riders and the Huron Tigers. Our girls match up here. Huron comes in with a record of 5-7. Roosevelt at 2-10. Roosevelt doing some rebuilding. They have a lot of youth on their roster. I counted 6 freshmen on the varsity roster. Their 2 leading scorers are sophomores. Head coach Blake Bradfield said he's just kind of starting to build the program back up. They did have 3 seniors last year. Not a lot in that sophomore and junior class, or a junior and senior class, I should say. So they're doing some rebuilding here, and do have a young team. They have beaten Huron the last few times, so Tigers would like to have the bounce back on that. Huron wants to get things turned around. Nobody was satisfied, I think, with the loss to Yankton last Thursday. And now want to come back, and the 2 goals tonight, well, 3 goals really. One, the biggest goal is to get a win, but get a strong start. Girls have been slow out of the gate the last 3 or 4 times on the floor. And then also take care of the ball. Way too many turnovers, especially against Yankton and Mitchell last week. Talked to both coaches, Coach Bradfield for Roosevelt and Cody Kaufman, head coach of our Huron Tigers. Those interviews coming up after this timeout on Dakota Sports on Tiger.
Here with Blaine Anderson of Farmers Union Insurance. Auto, home, farm, life, and business. Become a satisfied policyholder with Farmers Union Insurance. Farmers Union Insurance, Blaine Anderson, 1835 Arizona Avenue, Southwest in Huron.
Looking for personalized apparel such as t-shirts, pants, sweatshirts, hoodies, jackets? PB Sports, of course. How about signs, logos, and vinyl graphics that pop? PB Sports, of course, proud sponsor of the Tigers, PB Sports, downtown Huron.
With nearly 130 stores in 12 states, Slumberland has the buying power to bring you the best values from the nation's top furniture brands. Slumberland is America's #1 dealer for Lazy Boy furniture. Slumberland is also the Midwest's largest retailer for Sealy, Simmons, Stearns & Foster, and Tempur-Pedic mattresses. Slumberland of Huron is completely locally owned and operated. Our staff, including sales and delivery, is made up entirely of your neighbors in Huron. So for the best brands at the best prices, along with truly local service, turn to Slumberland Furniture of Huron.
You're listening to the Huron Tigers on Dakota Sports KIJV.
Getting set for our Huron Tiger girls basketball game tonight in Roosevelt to play the Rough Riders. Blake Bradfield, head coach of Roosevelt. They come in with a record of 2-10 on the season. And Coach, your thoughts on the season? You have a lot of young, a little bit old, and just pretty much a mix on this roster this year.
Yeah, you know, this is my 4th year, and to think we're kind of in a youth movement still. I didn't think we'd be here, but we do have a lot of young players. We lost a couple seniors last year, 3 seniors that just were great leaders and athletes and competitors. So not having them, you know, girls finding new roles of leadership has been one of the hardest things that we've had to find this year.
And looking at your lineup here, first off, you do have a little bit of height you put out on the floor.
Yeah, we do with Callie Harris. And only being a sophomore, that's exciting to know we have her a couple more years. And that's kind of been our focus, just be patient, slow down, and get her a lot of touches. And she's not selfish. She's not a black hole down there. She knows how to kick the ball out and, kind of play inside out.
I know Coach Kaufman said he got a few girls that can shoot the ball as well.
Yeah, we do. My other sophomore, Henley Loaf, she's kind of struggled the last 2-3 games. Kind of putting a lot of things on her shoulders. So just telling her just relax. She's played thousands of basketball games, put up thousands of shots. You're going to go through stretches like that. But, you know, as a young player, the maturity of how to handle that's something we're going to work through.
Now the Huron Tigers come in, and they have 4 starters back off of last year. Not overly tall, but they are a veteran squad.
Yeah, they are, and they play so hard and physical, and that's kind of the message I gave our team. You got to match their physicality. I love the way they play and how hard they play, and if you don't match it, it's going to be a long night.
And wrap it up with this. We're now to February 30. You can start looking at where we're at in those PowerPoints for you. Another win or 2 probably is very important to make sure you make the field. And Huron kind of the same way. They want to solidify where they're at.
Yeah, you know, that 13 through 17, 18, we're all kind of in that same boat with a couple wins. And, yeah, so now towards the end of the year here, looking at our schedule, what we started with, hoping to get a few games here before the season, and you want to be playing your best basketball at this time of year.
Blake Bradfield, head coach of the Roosevelt girls. This is Dakota Sports on Tiger.
How about that new place, the 18th century?
Here we go, Cody in 3,
no.
2, and
How about
1.
that one place that has boiled?
No way. Well, you want a juicy burger and ice cream, and I want delicious chicken strips. Dairy Queen!
Dairy Queen of Huron has something for everyone.
Plus, they have the famous DQ Blizzard. My favorite is the Oreo.
And they're open every day of the week for lunch, dinner, or an anytime snack. Dairy Queen of Huron, the place for
hot eats and cool treats.
This Tiger moment, girls track. In 1983, Melanie Sunding became the only Tiger athlete to win 4 events in a state track meet. She won the 100, 200, and 400-meter dashes, also was a part of the 4x400-meter relay. 3-time champions include Heather Sealer in 1998, won the 100-meter run, and also helped with the 800 and medley relays. And in 2000, Corey Vining won the 100 and 300-meter hurdles and was a part of the 4x200-meter relay team. Are your calves performing to their full potential? Does the ration provide everything they need? Let the experienced feed consultants at Dakota Land Feeds help you get the performance you want and the service you deserve. With the ability to balance rations for every stage of a calf's life, the feed consultants provide valuable information to support your operation. They strive to provide best-in-class service and knowledge you can count on. Dakota Land Feeds, your local feed supplier.
The Tiger Coach interview is brought to you by The Scoreboard, downtown Huron. Enjoy fantastic burgers and basket meals, plus their many big screen TVs. The Scoreboard, 3rd Street, downtown Huron.
Continue our pregame here before our girls' game in Sioux Falls. Sioux Falls Roosevelt hosting our Huron Tigers. Cody Kaufman, head coach of the Tiger Girls, brought to you by the Scoreboard, 3rd Street, downtown Huron. Huron at 5-7, coming off a rather frustrating loss Thursday at home with Yankton. And Cody, one of those games where you just felt like, the girls did make a nice comeback to make it close, get within a point at the end. Bottom line is, you just didn't really feel like we should have been in that position in the first place.
Yeah, you give a lot of credit to Yankton. They come out and they frustrated us, made things extremely difficult on us for 3 quarters, and then, we started knocking down some shots. We had, Jency started, getting hot, and we found her, and she kept taking shots and making them. And our credit to our girls, they battled and they fought and scratched and clawed. And I think you related to it, in one of our talks after that. But we fought so hard to get back, we just couldn't get over the hump. So good lessons learned from it. We gotta be able to play, better for the first 3 quarters. Can't rely on a comeback like that. But again, I like our fight. I like the way we didn't back down, once we lost Hilton, because when you lose your best player, that can be really deflating. So saw some really good things. But, we're in February now. The January didn't go the way we thought. But we're here now, and we're in February, and we're not gonna look back, and hopefully we can take a step forward. We still got 8 games left to go, and we just got to take one at a time.
And really, when you look at it, I think the main goal, or 2 main goals tonight. First off, get off to a solid start. We've really come out of the gates quiet. And 2, we need to take care of the ball, cut down the turnovers.
Yeah, and that's been uncharacteristic of us, because we really have been doing a really good job opposed to the last week, really, the last 2 games, of taking care of the basketball. So I think we're pressing too much. I think we're trying to do too much. I think we're trying to be too perfect. And I think I talked about this in a pregame or maybe in a Saturday coaches show, but that starts with me, right? That means I'm expecting them to be perfect, and they can't play that way, and they can't play uptight, and they can't play tense. This game's got to be played loose, and that's got to start with me on the coaching sideline. And hopefully they can carry that over tonight. And we've been working on that this week, of just playing a little bit more loose and, making things happen, let them come to us. And if we mess up, we move on to the next thing.
Now, Roosevelt, they have a little bit of inexperience, but they have some height, and they're kind of like us. They really need a win right now.
Yeah, they do. They're pretty inexperienced. But they do bring back 2 sophomores that started last year for them, so there's that experience, and 2 very good sophomores. I think like you said, for the sophomore class especially, they have a big that's probably as good as the class in AA, and then they got a shooter on the outside that's as good of a shooter on the outside as a sophomore class. So we got to take those 2 away, make the other 3 girls on the floor beat us, but we got to play our game. We're worried too much about what everybody else is doing all the time. We got to get back to our strengths, our girls' strengths, and if we do that and we play loose and we play free, we'll be right in there to win a game tonight.
Cody Kaufman, head coach of the Huron Tiger Girls. Again, Coach Kaufman, brought to you by the Scoreboard, 3rd Street, downtown Huron. This is Dakota Sports on Tiger.
And the entire crew of the Scoreboard invite you to come in for lunch or dinner. Stop in at the Scoreboard, located at 56 3rd Street Southeast in Huron. Featuring a full menu, and check out their website at scoreboardhuron.com. Whether it's college football or the NFL, you can watch all the exciting action on one of their many big screen TVs. Scoreboard also has a sideline banquet room for your next event. Call 352-7582. Have a good time with old friends at the Scoreboard Bar and Grill. Now, go get them Tigers.
Playing the game means bumps, bruises, and breaks happen. Lean on Huron Regional Medical Center Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. Orthopedic surgeons Dr. Kevin Oper and Dr. Todd Anderson, along with the Pro Rehab Physical Therapy teams, are here to get you back in your game. Schedule an appointment at HuronRegional.org, because when it comes to your health, the right care is right here. Best of luck to our area athletes from Huron Regional Medical Center.
Inheritance, romance, and investment scams continue to plague South Dakotans with high dollar amount losses. They prey on vulnerable adults and swindle consumers out of their funds. Scammers befriend the victim, making it difficult for them to see the reality of what's happening. If you have a loved one susceptible to this type of scam, sit down and talk with them about these issues before it happens to them. If you or a loved one have been scammed in this manner, please reach out to the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division at 800-300-1986.
We're minutes away from play-by-play. Let's meet the Huron Tigers.
Haley Rogers, number 5, senior. Reagan Bishop, number 10, sophomore. Jessica Noyes, number 12, junior. Addie Knight, 14, junior. Allie Davis, number 20, senior. Hilton Hines, number 22, senior. Abigail Harrington, number 23, junior. Ramsey Roselle, number 30, freshman. Lily Hofer, number 32, 8th grade. Spencer Gergen, number 33, senior. Glenna Caudell, number 34, sophomore. Chloe Carr, number 40, senior. Kayla Schley, number 42, freshman. Claire Davis, number 44, sophomore. Isabel Kramer, number 45, junior.
Choose two-time South Dakota Sportscaster of the Year and the voice of the Huron Tigers, Jeff Duffy.
And again, welcome to Sioux Falls Roosevelt High School as our girls matchup is getting closer to tip-off, getting set for our national anthem, then the lineups, then the tip-off here from Sioux Falls Roosevelt. So with the color guard getting ready to come out on the court here, and we'll just kind of waiting to see what the timing's going to be with all of this, but our girls basketball game will be tipping off here very shortly. So let's go with a 2-minute timeout here, then we'll be back with the lineups and more. 2 minutes on Dakota Sports on Tiger.
Nordby Center for Recreation in Huron is your ultimate destination for fun and fitness. Challenge yourself and get fit with a fitness class that fits your schedule. The Nordby Center offers water classes, weight and cardio classes, bicycle spin classes, and more. Group fitness classes are led by the Nordby Center's expert instructors. Sign up for a fitness class today. The Nordby Center for Recreation, where the fun never ends.
This is Matt Sibley with Brian J. Davidson Insurance Agency in Huron. You changed thousands of diapers, cut up hundreds of crusts, played hours of peekaboo and duck, duck, goose, because you do anything for your kids. That's why it's so important to protect them with life insurance from State Farm. State Farm agent Brian Davidson will help make it easy and affordable to help you protect your family, no matter what the future holds. Because for the people you do anything for, life insurance could mean everything. Call today, because like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Experience delicious. Experience Ryan's Hangar Restaurant and Ace Lounge. They specialize in steaks, burgers, seafood, and pasta. Ryan's Hangar can host your party in a private room and offer catering too. Open Monday through Friday 4 to 10, Saturday 4 to 11, and open for lunch every Thursday 11 to 2 and closed on Sunday. Ryan's Hangar Restaurant and Ace Lounge in the Crossroads in downtown Huron.
ProClean Plus offers epoxy floor proof for garages, basements, and outdoor patios, as well as commercial and industrial spaces. Call 605-352-5776 to get a free estimate. Let the pros at ProClean Plus help you get a great-looking, durable surface with the epoxy flooring. Locally owned and operated, visit them at 201 Market Street East, or check out their website at ProCleanPlus.net. ProClean Plus is a proud sponsor here on Tiger Sports.
Dakota Sports KIJV, 1340 AM and 95.3 FM.
Welcome back to Sioux Falls Roosevelt as we get set to tip off our game here. Huron Tigers, Sioux Falls Roosevelt Rough Riders. We're 1 minute before 7 o'clock on KIJV, AM, FM in Huron. Sioux Falls Roosevelt, their head coach is Blake Bradfield. They have a record of 2-10. Coach Bradfield in his 4th year as head coach for the Riders. Aleshka Flores Delgado is a 5'1 senior. Caitlin Dewan is a 5'10 senior. Henley Loaf is a 5'8 sophomore. Emma Adams, a 6-foot senior. And Callie Harris is a 6'3 sophomore. Huron Tigers head coach Cody Coppin, record of 5-7. Same starting 5 the Tigers have had every game so far this season. Addie Knight, 5'9 junior. Allie Davis, a 5'8 senior. Hilton Hines, a 5'8 senior. Abby Harrington, a 5'9" junior, and Chloe Carr, a 6-foot senior. Officials for our game are backed by the South Dakota Attorney General Office, Consumer Affairs Division. Calling our game tonight, I know 2 of the 3 for sure. Greg DeSpigler, he and I go back to high school and the old Milwaukee Bucks camp in Brookings back in the 70s. Greg DeSpigler, Jerry Beers, not sure the third guy, but they are the law on the court. And they're backed by the South Dakota Attorney General Office, Consumer Affairs Division. Seven Suns Heating and Air scoreboard update. Lower levels, Huron Tigers picked up wins in both. The JV Huron wins 36-27. The sophomore game Huron wins 60-32. And that is your Seven Suns Heating and Air scoreboard update. 605-352-5316. And they are located at 111 Dakota Avenue North in Huron. So just ready to get things tipped off. Again, we are streaming at Huron SD Radio Sports on YouTube. The boys game at the arena with Roosevelt and Huron, that is being live streamed as well at Huron SD Area Radio Sports, or Area Sports, something like that. So we should have both streams up and running. Again, this is not the best case scenario with both teams playing at the same time 2 hours away, but that's what the schedule told us to do. So we are ready to tip off. Huron in their road black with white numbers and letters, white and orange trim. Roosevelt in their home white with maroon numbers and letters and maroon and gold trim. Carr will jump against Harris. Huron going mainly to my right. I'm up in the corner here of the gym. And we will get our game tipped off and ready to go. Tip is controlled by Roosevelt, and Flores Delgado will get the Riders into the offense. Coming up high is Harris. Swing it left side to Adams. Here's the feed to Harris, down low, double team, shoots over it, banks it in. She's a load on the block, and they want her to go right in on her. She backed her way in on Knight and Carr. 2-0 lead, Roosevelt. Huron with the ball for the first time. Harrington up top. Now it's Davis, straight man it looks like by the Riders. Harrington top of the key. Come back right side, Hilton Hines. Hilton will start the drive. Go through a double team, gets tied up. Jump ball, possession will stay with Huron. We're just underway, 7:22 to go, first quarter. 2-0 lead here early for Roosevelt. Inbounds for the Tigers on the baseline. Davis will lob all the way up top to Carr. Now flick to Hines. 3 for Hilton. No good. Short. Rebound slapped out. Last touched by Huron. Again, one of the goals for Huron tonight, get off to a fast start, as they've really gotten themselves down early in the last few games. Huron showing some pressure in the backcourt. Up ahead, it's Henley Loaf into the front court. Top of the key. Dribbles to the left. Now backs it out, takes a long 3, in and out. I don't think Kaufman wants her to be left alone like that, but her did rim it out with Allie Davis getting the rebound. Here's the drive baseline, little roller, good for Hilton Hines. Hilton, a great job of lobbing it over Harris and getting the bucket. We're tied at 2. Flores Delgado outside, gets a screen. Here's the roll in underneath. Harris had the ball deflected, rolling to the hoop. Picked out by Huron. Long pass and a foul. Going to go on Flores Delgado. Huron released down the floor with Allie Davis. Aleshka Flores Delgado with her first, and the first team on Roosevelt. First team either way. Huron will inbound it near the timeline. Comes into Knight. Knight dribbles off to the left. Flicks over there to Hines. Hines thought about the 3 into the paint. Kick out in the corner, Davis. Davis will go baseline. Here's a cutter to the hoop. Harrington, it's good. Count it. Harrington moved off the weak side, got the dish from Allie Davis, and a chance for the old-fashioned 3-point play for Harrington. And quickly a second foul. Or I take that back. Who is the foul on him? Put it up there on the scoreboard yet. Oh, it's on Emma Adams, her first, second team. Free throw, Harrington, good. Huron up 5-2 early. Huron again showing full court pressure in the back court. Dewan will get it up ahead to Harris into the front court. Roosevelt into the offense. Flores Delgado way outside against Hines. Loaf on the left wing against Knight. Feed in the corner to Adams. Baseline jumper is off the rim. Oh, rolled it in. Got the shooter's roll. Adams with the bucket. We're 5-4. Huron's lead at 1. Davis tried to drive, almost lost it. Now it's Knight on the outside. Knight backs her way into the paint. Now has to get rid of it. Back up top, Hines. Hines on the drive, hard to the hoop, and rolled it in for 2. Hilton Hines with 4, and Huron up 7-4. 5.5 minutes to go, first quarter. Loaf into the front court with Knight right with her. On the outside, screen by Adams. She's just going to roll to the hoop every time. In the corner, Flores Delgado. Back up top, Huron crowding it in. Ball knocked away, Harrington. They tried to get it into Harris. Harrington knocked it away, and then Harrington is knocked down from behind. Foul will be on Emma Adams, I presume, which would be her second. And the second team, that'd be the third team, excuse me, on Riders. Jency Gergen in for the first time for Huron, replacing Knight. First sub for either team. They go inside to Harrington. Lobs in, off balance, no good, but a foul right away. Huron spotted that Harrington had the mismatch defensively down low, and Abigail Harrington will shoot 2. Huron up early here, 7-4, 5:07 to go, first quarter. And 2 shots for Abigail Harrington. Free throw, no good. Hit the front of the rim, fell off. She'll get one more. 7-4, Huron leading, 5:07 to go, first quarter. Second shot is in, 1 out of 2 for Harrington. She has 4. 8-4 lead, Huron. Loaf into the front court on the drive, lobs down low to Harris, shoots over Gergen, count it, she's fouled. Loaf had a nice lob to Gergen, and Huron just did not get back defensively. Harris with the bucket and a chance for the old-fashioned three-point play. Gergen will pick up the foul. That'll be her first. Harris, free throw good. She's got 5, and the lead is 8-7 Huron. Inside of 5 minutes to go, first quarter. Gergen, nice catch over on the left wing. Have a new girl in for Roosevelt. A foul going to go on Roosevelt. Cutting to the hoop was Allie Davis, and Aleshka Flores Delgado picks up her second. So 2 starters already with 2 fouls for Sioux Falls Roosevelt. Allie Davis at the line for 2. Payson Sayasuya is in for the Riders, and back in is Caitlin Dewan. First free throw good for Allie Davis. Second one is good. Got them both. And are we going to say lane violation on Huron? So I believe they will wave off that second free throw. They still got 10-7 up there. I didn't see who they called it on. Roosevelt breaks the press. Harris into the front court. Gets it up top to Loaf. Loaf right side. Sayasua. Down low, they go inside to Harris, off her hand, going to be stolen away by Huron. Gergen up ahead to Davis into the front court. Now Allie Davis on the drive, flips to Harrington. Harrington gets tripped going to the hoop, and she just tried to go around Harris. Harris did a good job of holding her ground. I agree with the no call. And the ball will turn over to Roosevelt. Jayla Schley, 9th grader in for the first time for Huron as Chloe Carr comes off. Inbounds to Harris on the press, heads it off to Loaf into the front court. Loaf behind the back, down to the baseline. Oh, they leave her wide open for a 3. No good. Offensive rebound, though, for Roosevelt, and then a foul going to go on Huron. Well, that's twice now that Huron has lost Loaf on defense. You can't keep doing that. Foul is on Gergen, her second. Roosevelt will inbound it. Loaf in the corner. Davis in pursuit. Deep three, top of the key, no good for Dewan. Rebound, Gergen. Here's Huron in the front court. Drive by Davis. Feeds underneath the Schley. Schley has the ball deflected, and Schley still gets control. Up top, Gergen for three. Right wing, yes! Jency Gergen with a three ball, and Huron up 12-7. 3:40 to go, first quarter. Loaf breaking away from the pressure into the front court. Now backs it up. Another new girl in. That's Avery Pasica for Roosevelt. And the ball on the floor and stolen away by Huron, or turned over. Harrington got a hand on the ball. Then she hit it off the leg of Loaf, I believe. And Huron gets the ball off the Roosevelt turnover. 3:26 to go here in the first quarter. Huron up 12-7. Hilton Hines walks the ball up. Straight man here again by Roosevelt. Hines feeds back in the middle of Harrington. Harrington back up. Here's the drive by Hines. Tried to go back door. Boy, looked like a pretty good hack there by Dewan with no call. Dewan reached in. It looked like it was more arm than it was ball. Inbounds against Hines. Puts up the 10-footer. In and out. Had a good look. Did not go. Rebound, and here's the push down the floor. Pasica almost lost it. They get it back up top. Loaf and a travel going to go on Loaf. She was trying to step back and get the three off, and the ball will belong to Huron. Knight in, Harrington out for the Tigers. Haley Rogers, senior, in for the first time for Huron, replacing Jency Gergen. 2:56 to go, first quarter. Huron up 12-7. Here in Roosevelt. Davis comes up top to Knight, handed off to Hines. Hines top of the key. She's got Harris out there. Ball knocked away, picked up by Knight. Back door wide open to Schley for the layup. Nice dish by Knight. They hit Schley for the layup. Huron up 14-7. Loaf comes right side. Sayasua. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, and it's hard to say fast. Pasica back up top. Harris, she'll take a three. Got it. Harris steps back, hits the three. Harris has 8 of the 10 points for Roosevelt. 14-10 Huron. Here's the drive. The shot blocked as Hines was going to the hoop. Back comes Roosevelt. Loaf into the front court. Open three in the corner. Dewan is good. Back-to-back threes by Roosevelt, and they pulled within one. 14-13, minute 52 to go, first quarter. Allie Davis, she has a lane. She'll go hard with the scoop for two. Allie Davis with the answer for Huron. 16-13 Huron. Minute 40 left in the first quarter. Loaf flicks in the corner. Nice catch over there by Pasica. High post Harris. Harris back to Loaf. A three. Back of the iron. No good. Offensive rebound Roosevelt, and a foul going to go on Huron. Going to the free throw line for Roosevelt will be Pesa Sayasuva. I'm going to go Suva. 2 shots for Payson. First free throw is no good. Foul was on Haley Rogers, her first. And that is the third team on Huron. One more shot for Sayasuva. Hits this back in, 1 out of 2. 16-14, the lead 2 for Huron. With a minute 20 to go, first quarter. Rogers on the right wing. Up top, Carr, swing it left side, Hines. Hines thought about the three, now pitches back up top to Davis. Davis against Loaf. Here's the drive, kick back to Rogers. Cross court, Hines, top of the key, gets a screen. Now on the baseline, Davis, 8 seconds on the shot clock. Davis up top, Carr, feed it into Hines, gotta go, 2 seconds, 1 second, and don't get the shot off. Shot clock violation, and Roosevelt will get the ball back and a chance to tie it or even take the lead with a long ball. 48 seconds to go, first quarter, 16-14. Huron's lead. Huron led by 7 briefly, but Roosevelt a couple of threes and back to a 2-point ball game. Suva into the front court against Rogers. Looks left to Dewan. Way outside Harris. Harris holding the ball, needs some help. Now takes a dribble. Stops, trying to get it to Dewan. Here's the drive now for Loaf. She'll bring it back to the corner. 10 seconds on the shot clock for the Riders. Here's the lob into Harris, a little high, tipped around. Harris gets control. A deep three for Dewan, misses everything, and that'll be a shot clock violation on Roosevelt. Huron ball with 11 seconds to go, first quarter, so a chance for Huron to score before the end of the first. Now the officials are having a conversation about something. Bradfield is lobbying for a jump ball for some reason. What are we doing here? Oh, they're going to put some time back on the clock, about a second and a half. So 13 and a half for Huron to get a shot off here before the end of the first quarter. As Pasica came back in for Roosevelt. Here we go into the first quarter. Huron up 2 with the ball. Hines spins, lobs back out to Rogers. 5-4 behind Knight. 3-2, gotta go. Here's Davis. Baseline forces up a shot, no good. We played 1. And Huron 16, Roosevelt 14. Timeout, 1 minute on Dakota Sports.
We know sports injuries just don't sideline your game. They can sideline your life. Whether you're a weekend warrior, a competitive athlete, or just love staying active, getting back to your best is what we do best. Our team of experts will work with you one-on-one to develop a rehab plan as unique as you are. Don't let an injury keep you from doing what you love. Call Carr Chiropractic today at 605-352-5264 or visit carchiropractic.com.
Great teams need more than talent. They need leadership, positivity, and the power of Hereford beef. At Ravine Creek Ranch, the Bishoffs know raising Hereford cattle takes commitment and care, the same qualities that make great students and athletes. Lead by example, stay positive, and give it your all, on the field, on the court, and in the classroom. The Bishoffs at Ravine Creek Ranch are proud supporters of the Huron Tigers.
You're listening to the Huron Tigers on Dakota Sports KIJV.
Welcome back to Roosevelt, a 16-14 lead for the Huron Tigers after the first quarter. Huron did lead by 7 briefly. Both teams shooting the ball well, 5 of 10 Roosevelt, 6 of 10 for the Tigers. Roosevelt will have the ball as we begin play in the second quarter. And Sayasuva will get him into the offense. Left side Adams. Now it's Loaf up top. Pass in the corner. Here's the lob into Harris. Falls down, going to the hoop, and the ball will belong to Huron. Harris saying she got shoved down, but there was absolutely no contact there. I was right even with that one. And the ball will belong to Huron off an early Roosevelt turnover. Just underway in the second quarter. Huron up 16-14. Hines. Bounce pass Harrington, left wing, gets a screen. Harrington to the free throw line, roll to the hoop. Chloe Carr put it up short, but a foul going to go on Roosevelt, and Chloe Carr will get 2. Huron's been able to get a couple of pick and rolls and attack the basket. Fouls on... Oh, Emma Adams picks up her 3rd. And Chloe Carr at the line to shoot 2. First free throw is no good. Huron is 4 of 5 in the first quarter free throws, 2 of 3 for Roosevelt. Doing in, Adams out for Roosevelt. And Carr will try to get the back end of the 2 free throws. Second shot is good. Chloe Carr on the score sheet. 17-14, Huron up 3, ball deflected, but Roosevelt controls. Loaf in the backcourt. Lobs the pass in the middle, finds Harris, feeds it out Pasica. They got a 3-on-1. Drive down the floor, and Adams has her shot blocked by Doohan, excuse me. Nice defensive play, Chloe Carr. Roosevelt will inbound the ball on the baseline as Harris. She's going to throw it in, then just go to the block and post. That's exactly what she does, and there the ball goes. Double team, and a foul going to go on either Carr or Harrington on the hack. I think it's on Harrington. Harrington came to help out, but she just swung a little too aggressively. Harrington picks up her first in the first team on Huron. Roosevelt were on the out of bounds. Harris in the corner. Pasica on the left wing. In the corner, Loaf can't get the three off. And threw it behind Pasica, and it's going to be going the other way for Davis. Allie down the floor. Oh, couldn't get it to go, but she'll get 2 free throws. It was a miscommunication between Loaf and Pasica. And Allie Davis had the breakaway layup and got fouled going up and just couldn't get it to drop. So 2 free throws upcoming for Allie Davis. First free throw for Allie is good. Trying to detect who the foul was on for Roosevelt. I think it was on Sayasua. One more shot, Allie Davis, 5 points here in the first half, and 6. She knocks down the first free throw. Huron goes up by 5, 19-14. Jency Gergen in, Davis out for Huron. Huron staying in that diamond and one trap. They're pressing full court. Sayasuva into the front court. She wants to drive. She'll go baseline. Goes back door. Nice pass and found Pasica for the layup. First bucket of the second quarter for Roosevelt. Back to a 3-point game here on 19-16. Up top, Harrington. Swing it left side, Hines. Hines, a long 3. Yes! Hilton Hines with a 3 ball. She's got 7. And Huron goes up by 6, 22-16. Trap in the backcourt and a timeout, Roosevelt. Huron got the trap on the baseline. Timeout, Riders. 6:32 to go, first quarter. 22-16 Huron. Timeout, 30 on Dakota Sports.
Dine in, carry out, or fast delivery every day of the week. For delivery or carry out, give them a call at 352-6925. Not sure what to order from their delicious menu? Then dine in and try their famous Godfather's Buffet, featuring a variety of pizza slices, tasty chicken, and many salads and desserts to choose from. They're locally owned, so stop in and say hi to Derek and the rest of the pizza crew. They're located at 195 21st Street in Huron. Godfather's Pizza. Give them a call, 352-6925.
Tiger 95 and 1340 KIJV.
30-second timeout taken by Roosevelt. Now Huron backs off on the press, off the timeout, and just picks up Roosevelt half court. On the right side, Pasica. Up top, Sayasuva. Now Pasica coming off to the left. On the baseline, Doohan. Hands it off to Loaf. Loaf will drive, and Pasica was moving the wrong way, but did come up with the ball, and a foul going to go on Harrington. Abby gave up her position. And Abby Harrington picks up her second. Harrington and Gergen each have 2 for Huron. Jayla Schley back in for the Huron Tigers. 6:12 to go in the first half. 22-16, Huron leading. Inbounds for Roosevelt on the baseline. Lob comes into Harris up top. Hands it off to Loaf. Try to get the 3 off. Knight stays with her. Loaf starts the drive, goes into a double team. Offense, what do we have? We got a travel by one official, offensive foul on the other. They'll go with the travel on Loaf. I think Coach would have probably rather called the foul on Loaf, but it's here on ball either way. 6 minutes to go, first half. Huron a chance to open up their biggest lead of the first half. They're up 6 with the ball. Gergen on the right wing gets a screen. Drives to the free throw line, 16-footer. No good. Rebound, and Schley comes out with it. Kicks back to Hines, and it gets kicked out, but picked up by Knight. Another chance for Huron. Gergen, top of the key, gets a screen again. Comes back left to Schley. Schley on the outside free throw line. Carr will take a three, no good. Offensive rebound, Hines, her turnaround for two. Huron 3 shots, finally get one to drop. And Huron has their biggest lead, 8 points, 24-16. 5:20 to go in the first half. Pasika comes left side, Sayasuva. Working the perimeter, and they're trying to get that lob into Harris. Harris now pops out some. Sayasuva off to the right side. Harris top of the key. Gergens on Harris. Harris going to back her way in. Lost the ball, picked up. Pasika will lob into Harris underneath and miss the shot. Ball on the floor, last touched by Huron. And the officials are having a discussion, but they will keep it with Roosevelt. Roosevelt, though, just 2 seconds left on the shot clock, so lob and shoot is about all they can do. And they're going to try and lob to Harris, get it to her, fakes, takes a dribble, and the shot clock runs out. A shot clock violation gives the ball to Huron. Harris, boy, she just had to realize she didn't have time to make a move and put the ball on the floor with 2 seconds on the shot clock. Davis in, Knight out for Huron with 4:51 to go here in the first half. Huron up 24-16. Hines has Davis on the right wing, screen from Schley, goes to the left, kick back out to Carr. Left side, Hines, here's the roll to Carr, blocked by Harris. The ball deflected, last touch by Harris. Huron will keep possession. 4.5 minutes to go, first half. Huron up by 8. Get the ball in. Davis has to lob it, gets it to Carr, who almost got shoved over by Harris. Davis goes baseline, kick out to Carr. Here's the cut. Hines under the basket with the left hand, no good. Had a good look at it. Rebound, Loaf into the front court. Loaf, left side, back in is Flores Delgado, throws it away, thrown right to Davis with the steal. Into the front court, another three for Hines, too strong. Rebound right down to Davis underneath, and she gets pushed underneath. That foul will go on Harris. First foul on Callie Harris. And the third team on Roosevelt. 4:05 to go, first half. Huron will run the out-of-bounds play on the baseline. Inbounds up top to Hines. Hines into the paint, pulls up with the 10-footer, rolls it in. Hilton Hines in double figures with 11. Huron their biggest lead of the first half, 26-16. Midway through the second quarter. Loaf through traffic, got rid of it. Ball on the floor, and we're going to have is that a foul? Nope, just last touch by Gergen as both she and Loaf were going after the loose ball. In for the first time for Roosevelt, Macy Michaelos. Knight back in for Huron, replacing Carr. 3:48 to go, first half, 26-16, Huron. Inbounds outside to Flores Delgado. Tries to drive left, gets a screen. Now there goes Harris down towards the block. She's double teamed. Still working the perimeter. 10 seconds on the shot clock for the Riders. Here's the drive into the paint, back outside. Flores Delgado. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Flores Delgado will drive, and a foul gonna go on Huron. A block with the shot clock down to 1 second left. Fouls on Hilton Hines, her first. I didn't even see her in the territory there. Haley Rogers in, Jency Gergen out for Huron. 3:25 to go, first half. Roosevelt will get a fresh shot clock. Harris trying to get away from the double team. The ball deflected out of bounds, and last touch by Knight. Miklos kind of bobbled it, and fortunate for Roosevelt that they maintain possession. Flores Delgado will inbound this time on the baseline for Roosevelt. And get it off on the left side, Miklos. Harris comes way outside against Schley. Harris starts to dribble, back her way into the block, goes with the Euro step and is fouled. 2 shots for Callie Harris. Roosevelt's only scored 2 points thus far in the second quarter as Huron's opened up the 10-point lead. 2 shots for Harris, as that's foul number 1 on Jayla Schley. Free throw is good for Harris. 9 for Harris. Over half the Roosevelt total. Second shot is good. Harris 3 for 3 from the free throw line, and the lead is 8. 26-18, Huron up. 3:09 to go here in the first half. Haley Rogers gets a screen on the right side. Back up top, Schley, swing it to Hines. Gets a screen, Hines, free throw line jumper. In and out, Harris rips down the rebound. A chance for the Riders to cut the lead again. Flores Delgado has to bring it back off to the left wing. Gets a screen, she'll take the 3. Got it. Screen set by Harris, and Flores Delgado pulled the trigger, and the lead has been cut to 5. Long 3 for Rogers is an air ball, but rebound for Knight. Now they'll go inside to Hines, and she's going to be fouled. Sayeska, I think that's how they said it. She picks up her second foul. That's the 4th team on Roosevelt. Next one would put Huron in the bonus for the rest of the first half, as Pasica is back in for the Riders. And I believe Loaf checked back in for Roosevelt as well. Inbounds, they go back door to Hines, goes up with the left hand, rolls it in for 2. Hilton Hines has 9 here in the second quarter, 13 for the game. Huron up 7. There's a steal by Hines, and then she got clotheslined by Flores Delgado. Pretty nasty looking hit, but again, for Flores Delgado, no bad intent there. She was reaching for the ball, and it was a bad pass, and Hines just jumped it. And if Flores Delgado is not there, it's probably going to be a wide open layup for Hines. Instead, 2 free throws for Hines. 3 fouls on Flores Delgado. That's the second Roosevelt starter with 3 here in the first half. Free throw is short for Hines. This is her first trip to the free throw line. She'll get 1 more. Carr in, Schley out for Huron. Dewan back in for Roosevelt as Flores Delgado comes off for the Riders. Second shot is good. 1 out of 2 for Hilton Hines. Huron back up by 8, 29-21. 2:10 to go, first half. Handoff Pasica at the top of the key, flips. Back up top, Harris. Flores, now it's Harris again, takes the 3. No good. Rebound, Haley Rogers. Nice block out as well. Hilton Hines, high pass from Knight, but she'll get it into the front court. Has Carr on the left wing. Free throw line, it's Davis. Spin move, alley hard to the hoop, and they're going to call her for the travel. Switch the pivot foot, and the ball turns back over to Roosevelt with 1:46 to go here in the first half. Loaf brings the ball into the front court. Knight on her. Come off to the left side. Harris. Dewan on the right wing. Here's the drive into the paint. Little roller, and a foul going to go on Huron. 2 free throws coming up for Payson Sayashiva. Allie Davis picks up her first. Sayasava. Okay, I've been just doing the syllables wrong. Sayasava is how you say it. First free throw, no good. Payson, a freshman. Again, they have, I believe, 6 freshmen on the varsity roster. Sayasava. Have to practice that. Second free throw, no good. Sayasava missed them both. Rebound, Knight. Addy into the front court, top of the key. Backs it out. 1:25 to go, first half. Huron up 8. Drive by Davis. Now Knight, top of the key. Knight backs her way in. Kicks in the corner to Carr. Now it's back outside to Knight. Knight will drive the paint to the hoop. Gets fouled. 2 shots for Knight. Addison Knight has not scored, but she's had the primary defensive assignment, though, on Loaf. And we'll get 2 free throws here for Addison Knight. First free throw is no good. Trying to see who that foul was on Roosevelt. I think it was on Pasica, her first. In for the first time for the Huron Tigers, Jesselyn Noyes. Second free throw good, 1 out of 2 for Knight. Huron extends the lead to 9, 30-21 as we near 1 minute to go here in the first half. Pasica on the outside, up top, Sayaseva. Now back top of the key, left side Pasica in the corner, Dewan back up top. Now it's Harris way outside. Harris, ball deflected and last touched by Loaf. There's Knight again defensively. She overplayed the pass, got a hand on it and said last touch by Loaf. And Huron gets the ball back with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Huron up 30-21. Hines, another 3, yes! Hilton Hines, a big second quarter. Huron their biggest lead, 33-21. Loaf with the runner, no good. Harris rebound, her put back, no good. Rebound knocked around on the floor, and Carr will come out with it, and Huron takes a timeout. Boy, Harris had a point-blank shot that she couldn't get to go. 30-second timeout, Huron. We'll take a 30-second timeout on Dakota Sports.
Sponsor the Huron Tigers. The doctors and staff at the Huron Eye Clinic are committed to providing quality service and products to their patients in Huron and surrounding areas. The Huron Eye Clinic offers comprehensive eye exams, contact lens exams, infant C screenings, LASIK consultations, ocular disease services, and pediatric eye care. Stop in at the office at 1288 Dakota Avenue South to make an appointment or call the Huron Eye Clinic today at 605-352-4181.
Dakota Sports KIJV, 1340 AM and 95.3 FM.
Shot clock is off, 22 seconds to go in the first half. You're on a 12-point lead and most likely want to hold it for one shot here if they can. Roosevelt in their man-to-man and right by the timeline. Hines dribbling it out, gets a screen from Carr, dribbles left, starts the drive, kick out 3 for Knight. Back of the iron, no good, tipped out, and we're going to have I thought we'd have a jump ball, but it's going to be last touch by Davis, but just half a second left here in the first half for Roosevelt. Don't foul under any circumstance, and they don't. We head to the half, and Huron a 12-point lead. Huron 33, Roosevelt 21. They're just starting the second half with the boys' game. Huron leading Roosevelt there 32-28. Seven Suns Heating and Air scoreboard update. 2-minute timeout, then back here with our halftime on Dakota Sports on Tiger.
Finance your existing home. I'm Jamie Olson, your local mortgage loan officer at American Bank and Trust in Huron. Whether it's a conventional loan with local servicing, VA, FHA, rural development, jumbo, or a home equity line of credit, I'm here to help you find the right fit. Let's make your home goals happen. Apply today at mortgagewithjamie.com or call 353-2818. American Bank and Trust, where your journey begins. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Wishbone Market is proud to be part of the Huron community and to cheer on area high school athletes all season long. At Wishbone, they believe in supporting local, which is why you'll find South Dakota favorites on their shelves, from wines and meats to hometown snacks. They have great in-store savings and new products with updates shared on their Facebook page. Follow them on Facebook and stop in today to shop local, save more, and enjoy the best from South Dakota at Wishbone Market.
Kaufman Livestock of Huron is a proud supporter of the Huron Tigers in all area high school athletics. Marty, Cody, and Logan Kaufman raise registered Simmental bulls. 2 are former Huron Tigers, 1 a former Alpena Wildcat. Best of luck to all area athletes and the Huron Tigers from Kaufman Livestock of Huron.
Wilbur Ellis is a leading provider of innovative solutions in plant protection, plant nutrition, and field technology. They offer premier products and one-on-one relationships with local field experts to help their customers grow. Wilbur Ellis is committed to bringing you and your operation new and innovative ideas. Contact your local Wilbur Ellis specialist today to find out how to maximize your return on investment. Wilbur Ellis wishes all area high school athletes the best of luck this season.
1340 KIJV is Tiger Radio. It's halftime. Let's join the voice of the Huron Tigers, Jeff Duffy.
Halftime of our girls' game here in Sioux Falls. Huron 33, Roosevelt 21. That 12-point lead is the biggest of the game for Huron so far. Let's do a Seven Sons Heating and Air scoreboard update. In AA boys, halftime, Lincoln leads Watertown 50-27. Halftime, Mitchell 36, Jefferson 30. Halftime, Yankton 24, Pierre 14. And early in the third quarter, Roosevelt now leads Huron 38-35. And halftime, again, Washington 29, Brookings 28. Midway through the second quarter, T-Area 25, O'Gorman 24. Moving to AA girls, final, O'Gorman 85, T-Area 51. Halftime, Yankton 31, Pierre 17. And halftime, Jefferson and Mitchell are tied at 32. Halftime, Watertown 25, Sioux Falls Lincoln 12. That's your Seven Sons Heating and Air scoreboard update. Again, halftime here in our girls game, 33-21. Huron leading. Sioux Falls Roosevelt will take a timeout of 2 minutes and return here with the halftime stats on Dakota Sports.
Downtown Huron specializes in embroidered and screen printed items and awards. Signature Plus does all work in-house with the latest in technology and equipment, paying attention to the smallest details. Screen printing and embroidery, stop by for your Huron Tiger sports apparel and for casual business wear. Located at 363 Wisconsin Avenue Southwest, downtown Huron. Signature Plus, supporting the Huron Tigers.
Stop in for a free insurance review with Blaine Anderson of Farmers Union Insurance. Auto, home, farm, life, and business. Become a satisfied policyholder with Farmers Union Insurance. Farmers Union Insurance, Blaine Anderson, 1835 Arizona Avenue, Southwest in Huron.
Looking for personalized apparel such as t-shirts, hats, sweatshirts, hoodies, jackets? PB Sports, of course. How about signs, logos, and vinyl graphics that pop? PB Sports, of course. Proud sponsor of the Tigers, PB Sports, downtown Huron.
With nearly 130 stores in 12 states, Slumberland has the buying power to bring you the best values from the nation's top furniture brands. Slumberland is America's #1 dealer for Lazy Boy furniture. Slumberland is also the Midwest's largest retailer for Sealy, Simmons, Stearns & Foster, and Tempur-Pedic mattresses. Slumberland of Huron is completely locally